Be advised, the entire bridge, the entire key bridge is in the harbor. I advise to hold all traffic from coming to the bridge. I advise again, the entire key bridge has fallen into the harbor.
Well, there you hear the call, the alert. That's the breaking news overnight. A major bridge in Baltimore collapses. All caught on camera. We'll loop it again so you can see it. A container ship crashed into one of the major support pillars, and that brought the entire span down. This was early this morning. And again, that support beam just gave way under the incredible weight of that cargo ship.
And think about what that bridge is made up. I mean, it is heavy
steel.
Metal, steel,
It's similar in nature to our Richmond-San Rafael Bridge.
Right.
With the truss section there working its way across the water. Emergency calls went out. They're calling this a developing mass casualty event. You can see rescue crews have been assembling on the banks on either side of that bridge.
Because they've got to wonder, James, you were saying this happened at around 1:30 in the morning.
And there are clearly headlights on the span highlighted there in that box.
So you've got people in cars that came down, any other people, construction people, anybody who was on that bridge, and those waters are freezing. It is dark, and it's been how many hours since?
It happened at about 1:30 this morning.
Yeah.
We know that the FAA is restricting aircraft right now from flying over the wreckage of that bridge. They need to keep the skies clear for Coast Guard and other rescue aircraft that are scanning the waters right now with infrared cameras. They're trying to detect heat signatures in the water because, as Dari mentioned, it's freezing out there.
And there were people working. We do know there was a crew working on the bridge. So you've got people out of cars, you've got people in cars. And then when you look at the height and the size of that container ship, you've got to know that this is a normal route for container ships to go.
Yeah.
And so why didn't they know, even in the darkness, that the bridge was there? Was it their satellite or their GPS or their
navigation
system wasn't working? Was it they were off course? We don't know.
I mean, they clearly have a designated path that they travel every day back and forth underneath the section of the bridge that allows cargo ships that tall to pass. It's like all the cargo ships that come in and out of San Francisco Bay. There's a certain path that they have to take in order to clear the Bay Bridge and get underneath the Golden Gate Bridge. The bar pilots are on board. We should probably explain that. The captain of cargo ships that take them across the oceans aren't the same ones who navigate the cargo ships when they're in port. They have a bar pilot come out to the cargo ship, and this is a pilot who's experienced with the waters, knows exactly how to navigate these cargo ships to the terminals and back out to open water, where the captain of the vessel will then retake command. So these bar pilots are experienced. They know the port of Baltimore Harbor like the back of their hand, like the bar pilots here in San Francisco Bay.
Right.
Why the bar pilot didn't know they were off course is a big question right now that needs to be answered. Because you would think they, more than anybody else, would know exactly how to get the ship underneath the bridge safely like they do every day.
And clearly it doesn't fit underneath the bridge.
Not this section.
And not at this height. That's another issue to think about. When cargo ships go through, as you've seen them through the bay, when they're stacked full, they're way lower. You can see that the bow is in the water. When they are not full, they're raised higher. And that makes a difference, too, in terms of the clearance.
That's right.
We should mention that at this point, the rough numbers we have are that 2 people were pulled from the water, which is great. However, 1 has serious injuries that we know of. And we have a number that crews may be looking for 7 people, but that number could change. This is a very fluid situation this morning. We'll be keeping our eye on it.
And those rescue operations were difficult at night when it was dark, but now that the sun is up, we're starting to hear word from rescue personnel on scene that dive operations now have begun. So they're now looking above and, of course, below the water, hoping to still find some survivors.
Okay, so we'll keep you posted on that. That's the big breaking news story nationally. Now let's go to the East Bay.